Welcome back, everybody, to the DD Valley YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be talking about what to spend your money on in Busy Dreamlight Valley. And again, this is kind of if you are just new to the game. I made a lot of mistakes where I was buying stuff just kind of off the cuff and not really thinking about what I was buying. And then when it came time to buy stuff that was actually worth it, I didn't have the money to do it. And I had to do a bunch of grinding to get money to further quests and further stuff like that. So first off, let's talk about Scrooge's store. So this is where when I first started the game, started spending a bunch of my money, and I was kind of just buying everything. I saw a couple videos that said like, oh hey, like lots of these items are only in here very rarely, so if you should be buying all items all the time. And doing that technique, it does help you unlock a lot of items. But at the same point in time, it's also easy to just spend money very quickly in this. So I would not recommend using that technique. I would recommend that if you are in Scrooge's store, to only buy the stuff that you really like. So for instance, if we come in here, so for instance, this is a tapestry here, or some wallpaper.
Greetings, neighbor.
Oh, yeah, so fan tile wall. So this is going to be some wallpaper. I like this wallpaper. I haven't seen this in the store before, so I'm going to buy that. Hopefully use it in my house in time.
Bye-bye now.
This fountain I saw the other day, so I just bought this fountain the other day. That's one thing I would keep in mind, just to try and keep track of what you have bought. Because items will show up in the shop again, and if you don't want two fountains and you haven't really kept track of that, you're going to end up spending money on something maybe you don't want two of. What do we have here? Oh, a little photo frame, it looks like. I haven't seen that before either. I'm going to pick this up as well. So again, I tend to only just come in here and look for stuff that I really like or find a use for. I'm busy building up my beach right now. So I'm going to get a little beach chair here. But I would definitely recommend not coming in here and spending money on everything just because it is for sale. I'm going to take a quick check up here. Yeah, kind of not the best couches today, which is fine. Alright, so that would be my first tip, is to just make sure that you're only buying stuff that you actually want and not just buying stuff because it's available, and to make sure you're keeping track of what you have previously bought. You can talk to Scrooge, and anything you have previously bought, you can also buy again, so you don't need to wait for it to come into the store. You just need to talk to him, and then you'll be able to do that. Alright, the second thing we are going to talk about spending money on, we're going to leave the big one for last, but the second thing we're going to talk about spending money on is Wally's Garden. So we'll head over to Wally's Garden right here. So Wally's Garden does cost a fair bit of money to, this is it right here, in case you haven't seen the fully upgraded garden. This is what it looks like right here, minus the carrots there. That's just why I have some stuff to feed the bunnies. But yeah, so this is Wally's Garden here, fully upgraded. Now, Wally's Garden fully upgraded, it starts out as a quest, but later on in the game, you will need gold pieces or coins, whatever you want to call them, to unlock them. Wally's Garden. There we go. So, yeah, so as I was saying, it starts out as a quest, but you do need to upgrade it at certain times as well. So, you need, at the very end, to get, for the level 10 upgrade, it's going to cost you 50,000 coins. So it does get very expensive towards the end, and everything less than that, so level 9 is 40,000, level 8 is 30,000, level 7 is 20,000. So it kind of just goes down, like the lower the level it is, the less it is to upgrade, obviously. But this is something where, because I was spending money on stuff, and in Scrooge's shop and stuff like that, that when it came time to further this garden, which I wanted to do because, especially early in the game, this helps you get a lot of vegetables if you don't have a lot of the biomes unlocked, which early in the game, as you know, you don't have biomes unlocked, so you're not going to have access to things like pumpkins or eggplants and stuff like that. So yeah, so 50,000 coins was the final upgrade, but I think all in all, you end up spending like 160-ish thousand coins to fully unlock this garden and use it to its full potential. So again, make sure you are saving money for that. This is something I definitely recommend spending money on. I harvest this every day and add it to my my storage rooms. I just think that I'm stocking up on everything right now because I think when new characters and new quest lines are brought into the game, I think they are going to keep upping the price of everything that you're going to need for certain quests. So I'm making sure that I have probably an overkill and overstock of every vegetable, every material in the game. Just because when the comes time to do those quests, I don't want to have to spend a bunch of time grinding in the middle of a quest. If I'm in the middle of a quest, I would just like to be able to finish it. All right, so moving on to our third thing that I suggest that you spend money on, and that is Moana's fishing boat. So let's head down to the beach here where I have Moana's fishing boat. Again, Moana's fishing boat, similar to Wally's garden, is unlocked just by doing a quest to start. You have to gather a bunch of materials to build the boat. But once you have the boat built, and I have it right centered here, it's all based on coins to improve it. So again, very similar. This one, I believe, has 9 levels, I want to say. It had 9 or 10 levels, I think. I think it's very similar to Wally's Garden, with the most expensive stage being the last one, again, being 50,000. I think you also spend around 150, 160,000 coins to fully upgrade it. But when it's fully upgraded, you can get a fish every 6 minutes. So I actually have a full thing right now, and I was actually just fishing earlier today, so I should have room to have all these. So, and you can get 20 fish when it's fully stocked up here, and for free. So this is a good way of getting some of the rare fish in the game without having to go actually try and catch them. I've struggled in this game getting crab for whatever reason. I find when I'm fishing in the Frosted Heights, crabs are never really coming out too often. I'm getting other fish instead of crabs when I'm fishing in the blue rings. So yeah, so there, right there, I have 2 crabs, which is nice to see. But this is definitely something I would suggest. One reason is for recipes and cooking. If you are doing any cooking at Chez Remy, that's definitely something that a lot of the dishes have are fish element to them. So this is a good thing because, again, some of the rarer fish that maybe you're having trouble catching can be available in here. And also a lot of buddies and a lot of friends in this game will have their favorite gifts or whatever. Quite often it's going to be a seafood based dish or just a straight up piece of fish. So, and actually I haven't really checked to see here. I don't want to do that. Let's go to collection here and characters, and let's see here. So it's actually not looking. Oh, so there we go. So Maui wants some tilapia. Moana wants some pike. So I haven't done any of my favorite gifts today, which I need to do. Walleye right there, and also some sushi. 2 types of sushi. So already, I'm seeing a bunch of fish-based meals here, and just straight-up fish that people are wanting for favorite gifts. So that's another reason why I think that is a great thing to unlock. And now let's go to the last thing. I think you should, well, not the second last thing I should say, and that is the Goofy stands. So in every biome, minus the plaza, Goofy has a stand, as we all know. Fully upgraded, they will have 6 item slots that kind of rotate between seeds and different plants and vegetables, crops that you can purchase from them. When you first start out, I believe you only start out with 3 slots. So make sure you are upgrading your stand in each biome to get 6 slots, because that's how you're going to always make sure that whatever you are going to purchase there, whether you want to buy the seeds straight out or whether you want to just go straight, skip the gardening process and go for the actual fruit or crop itself fully grown, it gives you the best chance of doing that. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And the last thing, and that also goes for Kristoff's stands here as well. This is unlocked later in the game, and I've already bought my crafting materials from here. But this is a great resource to have. It really saves a lot of time grinding out certain things. And now, the last thing we're going to talk about spending your money on is your house. So this is my fully upgraded house here. The house upgrades, I remember thinking that they were kind of steep for kind of what you get with them. But with that being said, I definitely think it's worth it to do that and to fully upgrade your house. So with that, we are going to head inside. There we go. Sorry, my controller froze for a second. And there we go. All right, so we are going to head inside, and the main reason that you should be spending money on your house. So again, it's around. I think the first upgrade is pretty cheap. I think it's around like 1,000 to 2,000 coins. The next one I remember being a bit more expensive. I think around like 10 or 15,000, and the last one I think was 75 or 80,000 to fully upgrade it. And the main reason that you should be upgrading your house, you get the option to add more floors, which is good, right? Because when you start out, you're only allowed to have one floor, which means you can only have the 4 rooms technically. But with once you upgrade to the second level, you're allowed to have a second floor, and then the third upgrade allows you to move up and just kind of add as many floors as you please. And with that, you also get some extra storage. So when you're starting out in the game, storage is always very hard to come by. And each house has one of these chests with it. And with this chest, this is a fully upgraded chest can hold this. So this is the size of a large chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 8. So this can hold 48 different items. I store all my spices in here right now because this is my food storage room. But a fully upgraded house will have the full 48 slots. When you are just on the first level of the house, though, you're only able to have the first 2 lines here. So the first 16 slots. So again, upgrading it gives you way more storage space, which is huge early in the game. When you're just trying to kind of store things and trying to gather resources. Obviously later in the game it's easy to kind of get the materials to build chests and stuff like that, but early in the game that's definitely something I recommend spending money on. Alright, but that about does it for this video. Again, please like and subscribe, really helps me out. Leave a comment if I missed anything that you think is maybe important to spend money on that I might have missed. I think I covered anything, but again, maybe if I missed something, please just let me know in the comments. And stay tuned because we got a lot more content coming soon. Alright, thanks everyone.